Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Power football with the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Just keep slinging it. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Rice Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Rice rushes to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Warren. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Up-tempo for the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Johns. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to UCF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Final little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff to the single running back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Owls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points up.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps up.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Johns. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grab behind the line. It's Rock. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Across the 45. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The option look. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the air, it's Johns. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Quick step and go. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rice. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 25 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Rock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Rice rushes to the line.
Second down coming up.
They'll give it to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense in hurry-up mode. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The running back has it. Not enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown! Oh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Rock. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rock. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Hands it off. Crosses the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Slithers into space. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Off play action. Gets it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Johns. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 35 over Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Quarterback with the carry. Picks up 4. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.